Hi everybody! My name's Jackie Olive and I'm the creator of Olive Tree Prep. I've had a lot of parents recently asking me about how to keep their preschooler engaged in their homeschool learning or in their learning support at home. And I have a couple of really easy tips for this. Some parents have been telling me that no matter how fun and amazing the activities they have planned for their child are, as soon as they say, okay, it's time for learning, time for school, their kids put on the brakes. And I have two easy peasy tips to help address this because really, we're so lucky homeschooling our preschoolers because they learn through play. So just a few little tweaks in our presentation of our activities, and I think you're going to find that your preschoolers are way more engaged with you and are learning way more intentionally. So my tip number one is don't ask, just play. So a lot of times, this tip is really good if you have like specific materials or specific activity or game that you want your child to play with you. So just put out the materials or the game or whatever it is. Don't say anything to your child and just start playing it yourself. So this totally shifts the balance, right? So instead of I'm the parent and you'll do what I say, this becomes, hey, what are you doing? And it's a totally different shift. Very simple little thing, but it makes a big difference in the way that our kiddos are open to the learning. So just put everything out, make it look really inviting, start playing yourself. Pretty soon before you know it, your kid, or depending on how many you have, your kiddos, if you have twins like me, you've got two of them coming at you, are going to be coming up to see what you're doing because now it's just really, they're very curious. So, and then as soon as they come over, you can just start kind of engaging them. Don't make too big of a deal, but just kind of welcome them and give them whatever you've got and just keep going and see if they'll join along with you. So that is tip number one. And so that's really good for games, activities that require materials. Tip number two, this is so easy, but we don't always think of this as parents. So what we're going to do is, or what I challenge you to do is just take a look at your child and think of some kind of objective that you want them to learn, whatever it may be. It could be colors, it could be shapes, it could be numbers, letters, pencil grips, sight words, like whatever the skill is that you want them to learn. You're going to think of one objective. And I want you to put it in the back of your head, but you're not going to tell your child. Then you're going to wait. You're going to wait until your kiddo is like super absorbed in play, whatever it is. Like it could be cars, it could be blocks, it could be baby dolls, house, building a fort, whatever it is, something that they love to do and they're super engaged in play. Then you're just going to kind of sit down with them, start playing along with them. Now, you are the sneaky parent with the objective in the back of your mind that you're not telling your child, and now you can just kind of start guiding the play to get your child to work on that objective. So let's say your objective is counting a set of 10 objects. Then your child's playing with blocks or your child's playing with cars. You're gonna be like, oh my goodness, you have so many cars there. How many cars do you have? And then hopefully they're gonna count them. Or will you give me 2? And see if they can count you out 2 cars. Most of the time, they're going to be happy to do this because they don't realize that you're actually secretly teaching them. And then another thing that you can do is just sort of model the behavior that you want. Don't tell them to watch you. Don't make a big deal about it. But like, let's say you just line up 10 cars or line up 10 animals or whatever the toys are that you're playing with and just start pointing to them and counting, saying one number each time you point. See if you can get them to mirror that skill back to you or maybe point along and count along with you. So if we kind of come at it in a little bit of like a sneaky way and don't let our kids know that really we're secretly teaching them, they're just playing and you can sort of guide with modeling and questions to get them where you want them to be. So we've got to be a little bit sneaky about it, parents. I think that if you give these tips a try, let me know how it goes, and you can comment here on this post because I would love to hear if you guys are using some of these sneaky little tricks, okay? So just as a really quick recap. Tip number 1 is don't ask, just start playing. And then tip number 2 is play with an objective in mind, and start asking and guiding those questions so that your kiddo is starting to learn and you're being really intentional about the things that you're teaching them, but they don't even know. I hope everybody's having a fantastic week. I know it's crazy. We're like a couple days before Christmas, but I hope everybody finds the time to spend with your children and your family and enjoy and relax and enjoy this holiday season. Next week, I have another Tuesday's tip coming for you. It's a great one. Lots of people have been reaching out to me about writing too. And this is a routine that I'm going to tell you guys about that's going to change your world when it comes to writing because your kids are going to love it. And it's like super easy, super fun, super interactive. So I will see you guys soon. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, and come back and check it out next week. Bye.